Yeah, girl, you look so good, and your body say you feeling me, and I came from the hood, so you know I brought some friends with me.
Boy, you went and got that poison on, and I feel like I can taste ya.
What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. The giveaway video is live, so if you guys not seen that, definitely check out that video and enter to win the giveaway because it's some pretty good packages. But in the video before that, I posted my preferred method of packing Tangiers. And since then, a lot of you have reached out to me and asked me, what is my preferred method of acclimation for Tangiers? So for all of you new to Tangiers, acclimation is a process of making your tobacco used to your environment. So Tangiers used to be produced in California. I think now it's produced in Arizona, maybe, I'm not sure if that's confirmed. But basically, it's not produced in the environment that you're gonna smoke it in. So back in the day, it was very important to acclimate your Tangiers. Get it used to your humidity, get it used to your elevation, get it used to your temperature, so it could smoke perfectly. Now, I believe that Tangiers has changed since it has in the past, and it's a lot easier to smoke, and that acclimation is not as necessary. But I remember back in the day when I used to have trouble with Tangiers, I used to sit on the forums on hookahpro.com and read all these articles, and literally Tangiers was only for the most expert smoker. It was so hard to smoke. You literally had to like stand on one ear, have the blood of your enemy, dust it with feathers, and it was crazy. You had to do all these crazy things to get Tangiers to smoke properly. So one of the biggest things was to acclimate your Tangiers properly. There was two methods of doing this. The more traditional way, which was recommended, you leave your Tangiers out in the environment that you're gonna smoke it. So whether you're gonna smoke in your garage, you leave it there, smoke it in your house, so you leave it out in your house, you leave it out and let it get used to the temperature and the moisture and the humidity and things like that. The second method was the instant acclimation method. It was much faster. You could pretty much smoke it the day you got your Tangiers. So you smooth out all the tobacco, distribute it evenly throughout the bag, opened it really quickly, so all the tobacco was exposed to the air at the same time. Now, sounds like a big hoax to me, but I'm telling you, I used to have trouble with Tangiers. I remember I acclimated at my house, smelled just fine. I take it over to a friend's house, so in the car, over to his house, and it would not smoke properly. I used to remember reading and talking to friends who lived in other states like Texas, and they were not able to smoke Tangiers. It never smoked well for them. And that is something I experienced personally. I did back in the day. But now I don't experience that as much. Tangiers smokes a lot easier. I know when I open up my bag of Tangiers, whether I smooth it out or I cut it open, it doesn't matter. I open it and it smells just fine when I open it. But it used to be reported back in the day when you opened it and didn't acclimate it, it used to smell like barbecue sauce or soy sauce. And that was the indication that it needed to be acclimated. Since past couple years, I've not experienced that at all. And truthfully, in Georgia, it's always been pretty consistent. It's always been fine when I opened it. It never smelled funny, but I did notice it's smoking a little bit better after acclimation. So I still acclimate my Tangiers now out of habit and out of superstition just to make sure it smokes properly. But I do a combination of both methods. So you will see in the following video to come of me showing you both methods of acclimation. So choose whatever method you want, but the method I personally use is a combination of both. I do the instant acclimation where I do smooth it out, I cut open the bag, but then I do put it in a container and let it sit out for a couple of hours. I don't time it or anything. I just kind of mix it around whenever I remember. I might even leave it out the whole day and come home from work and then mix it around a little bit, and it smokes just fine for me. You guys have seen my results with Tangiers. It works really well. I find that now the hiccup with Tangiers is going to be your heat management and your packing. If you get that down, I don't think it really needs to be acclimated as much as it used to. Like I said, I think they've changed something in the Tangiers and it's a lot easier to smoke. So if you guys are hung up on acclimation, here is my method of doing it. But like I said, I don't think it matters as much. But either way, I hope this helps and good luck smoking. So enjoy the video and thank you guys as always, and I won't do the outro, so thank you guys. Last bit you see of me right now. By the way, my hand is a little beat up, so if you see that in the video, I'm perfectly fine. It's okay, I know it's beat up, so no need to make fun of my hands. See you guys later, and thank you guys always for watching. Bye everyone. So the first method that I'll be demonstrating is the instant acclimation method, and this is the fastest way to get your Tangiers tobacco ready to smoke. It's simple. All you do is you have the package open and you smush the tobacco all the way down so it's distributed evenly throughout the bag. And you do this all the way till it's all the way spread out. The idea is that when you cut open the bag, all of the tobacco is exposed to the air evenly, and it expedites the process of acclimating the Tangiers. So then you simply just cut open the package, throw it in a container, and it's ready to smoke. Make sure you guys don't leave all this stuff in here. That's enough to probably smoke a bowl. So scrape all that out on your own time. Take your oyster fork or your finger or whatever you want, spread out the tobacco a little bit in here. I mix it all up evenly. Give it a good smell. As long as it smells good, it's ready to smoke. The next method of acclimation that I'll be demonstrating is the more traditional method of acclimating Tangiers that I believe Tangiers actually recommends you do. So for this step, it's really easy. All you do is you take your package and you cut it open. Simple. And this actually is a little bit easier because the bag doesn't get as dirty. It's easier to get all the tobacco out. Grab your container and dump your tobacco into the container. There's no special way of pushing this out. The goal is just to get the tobacco out of the bag as fast as possible. Obviously, also scrape this one out as well. Then take your same oyster fork or your finger and spread this one out just like you did with the last one. Now this method does take a little bit longer because you are doing the true sense of the word, letting the tobacco acclimate to the environment over a period of time. The period of time that I've researched and that I would recommend is anywhere between 4 and 6 hours to leave your tobacco out. But you can leave it for longer if the tobacco does still smell funny after that 6-hour period. And for this one, you simply let it sit out for an hour, and then after an hour, you mix the tobacco and make sure the juices are evenly distributed. And you are leaving this out with the lid off, so it's exposed to the air. And then you let it sit out for another hour, and then you repeat that step. Another hour, repeat that step, another hour, repeat that step, until you get to the 4-hour mark or the 6-hour mark, whatever you prefer. And that is simply how you acclimate Tangiers tobacco over a period of time by letting it get exposed to the air. Now my personal preferred method is to combine the first method and the second method to get the fastest, easiest, simplest, laziest results. So I will do the instant acclimation just like this, spread the tobacco out throughout the bag. I will then dump it in a container so it looks like this. And I'll either leave it out for a couple of hours and mix it whenever I remember, or I'll just leave it out for 10 minutes and then I'll pack a bowl and see how it goes. Like I said, I do live in Georgia. When I do open these packages of tobacco, they do smell pretty much identical to how they should smell. So acclimation is not that big of a deal to me, but if you do live in an area with different levels of humidity, your temperature is variant, then you might need to actually pay close attention to your acclimation process and time it for an hour and then mix it, and then time it for an hour and then mix it. But like I said, leave it out, mix it throughout the day, forget about it, and see how it goes. And I think you guys should have pretty good results. So thank you guys, enjoy, and best of luck with Tangiers.